Let's talk about going to the dentist. We all kind of have this picture in our heads of what that's like, right? But what if that picture is totally outdated? Today, we're going to dig into what a truly modern, top-of-the-line dental experience should actually look and feel like.
For so many of us, just the thought of a dental appointment brings on a little bit of anxiety, or maybe a lot. But what if that whole thing, from the second you walk through the door to the final result, was designed completely around you, around your comfort? That's the big idea we're exploring today.
So, here's our roadmap. First, we're going to talk about what goes on beyond the drill, how trust gets built. Then we'll dive into what a real patient-first philosophy feels like. After that, we'll look at the huge advantages of modern tech and having a lab right on site. We'll cover the whole spectrum of care, from a simple cleaning to a full reconstruction, and finally, we'll see what a truly life-changing smile looks like. All right, first up, experience and trust. Because before any of the cool, high-tech stuff happens, you have to have a solid foundation. It's all about knowing you're in really capable, really experienced hands. You know, expertise doesn't just happen overnight. This number, 35, that's more than 3 decades of this practice being part of the community, serving people since 1990. That's a whole lot of relationships and a whole lot of time perfecting their craft. But it's not just about how long you've been around, right? True expertise means you're always learning. Being part of groups like these, these are the heavy hitters in the dental world. It shows a serious commitment to staying on top of the latest and greatest and holding yourself to the highest possible standards. Okay, so the trust is there, but how does that actually translate to your experience? Credentials on a wall are one thing, but how does it feel when you're actually in the chair? This is all about redefining what comfort at the dentist can be. You know, nothing says it better than someone who's actually been there. And listen to the words this patient, Anthony, uses. Professionalism, outstanding work, and then a great experience. When's the last time you heard someone call a trip to the dentist a great experience? That's what we're talking about.
So how do you actually create that great experience? Well, you start by making it feel less like a clinic. This place was actually a house to begin with, and they've totally leaned into that vibe. We're talking gourmet coffee, warm neck pillows, music. These aren't just little perks. They're intentional choices made to bring your anxiety level way, way down.
And this is a big deal. For a lot of people, the #1 reason they avoid the dentist is the fear of being lectured or shamed. A truly modern practice gets rid of that fear completely. The message is just simple and powerful. We're not here to judge. We're just here to help.
Okay, so we've got the trust, we've got the comfy, welcoming vibe. Now let's look under the hood at the engine that makes it all run. The technology, the teamwork, and a huge on-site advantage.
This is the perfect way to see the difference. The old way, you're coming back for multiple visits, you're dealing with those clunky temporary crowns, and you're waiting and waiting for some lab somewhere else to do its thing. But with a lab in the office, the whole game changes. Fewer visits, the dentist and technician working together, and way faster, way more customized results for you. It's a no-brainer. And this is the magic right here. Think about it. The dentist can literally walk down the hall and talk to the person who's physically making your crown. They can get the color perfect, get the shape just right, and make tiny adjustments on the spot. That kind of hands-on collaboration is just a massive leap in quality. So, when you have that kind of tech and teamwork working together, it means you can offer a huge range of services all under one roof. Let's take a look at the whole spectrum, from the absolute basics to the most transformative procedures you can imagine. It all has to start with a strong foundation, and that's exactly what general dentistry is. We're talking cleanings, exams, taking care of your gums. This isn't just about fixing problems as they pop up. It's about being proactive and preventing bigger, more expensive issues down the line. This is the bedrock of your long-term health. Once that healthy foundation is set, you can start building on it with cosmetic dentistry. This is where science really meets art. It's not just about whitening your teeth. It's about crafting a smile that looks natural, that fits your face perfectly, and that gives you a massive boost of confidence every time you look in the mirror. And then, for the more serious challenges, you have restorative dentistry. This is about literally rebuilding function so you can chew properly, and rebuilding the form of your smile. This is where having that on-site lab becomes absolutely critical, allowing for incredible precision on things like implants and crowns, all the way up to a full mouth reconstruction. And check this out. This is a perfect example of next-level innovation, a special method for tooth replacement they developed themselves. The name says it all, right? Smiles Tomorrow.
They're using incredible technology to get these amazing results in a tiny fraction of the time it used to take.
And it's so important to remember, this is about so much more than just teeth. A modern dentist understands that your oral health is directly connected to your overall health. We now know that treating gum disease can actually lower your risk for things like heart disease, and helping with something like sleep apnea, that can change your entire quality of life.
So where does this all lead? You combine the trust, the comfort, the tech, and the full spectrum of care. What's the end result? Let's look at the truly transformative power of this approach.
This quote from Victoria really says it all. When you're talking about intense work, there is one thing that matters more than anything else: trust. Her words aren't just about the dental work itself, they're about the deep-seated confidence she feels. That, right there, is the ultimate goal.
So, at the end of the day, a modern dental experience is the whole package. It's a transformation on 3 different levels. It protects your physical health, it enhances how you look, and maybe the most important part, it builds your comfort and your confidence in yourself.
And that really brings us to the final question, one for you to think about. Is your dentist just treating your teeth, or are they providing an experience that's actually transforming your health and your confidence? Because as we've seen today, that transformation is exactly what you should expect.